Hey everyone, we're back with another video on our Fanhome 1/8 scale kit model build. Now if you're not familiar with this kit or how it works, a company called Fanhome has released a Night Rider kit 1/8 scale model, and it's subscription based, and you order the subscription, and once a month they send you a couple stages of the kit, and over the course of about a year you get all the pieces and you can build kit. And it's not like any other model you've run across in the past. Very high quality, cast metal parts, lots of functionality, doors open, headlights, lights, sounds, things like that. So it's really a cool thing. So we've been building the kit on the channel. It's been a while since we've done another video on it. So today we're gonna cover steps, I think it's 6 through 10 of this build. So if you're interested, stick around and you can watch us build the official Night Rider Historians KITT 1/8 scale kit. All right, here we go. So let's move on. We're on step 6 of the Fanhome kit build. If you remember, in the last couple steps, we did things like build this awesome dashboard and put together one of the wheels. So it's really kind of coming together. So today it looks like we've got front suspension parts, which is kit number 6. So that's what we've got here. So let's go ahead and get this open and get going with this. All right, so we've got our screws, other little parts here. That's nice, they sent me another screwdriver just in case I lost the last one, which I didn't, but. All right, so this one looks to be pretty simple and straightforward. So we've got our screw packets here. We've got our engine cradle. So let's go ahead and it says the one marked L. So that must be this one here. So how does this go? So we're looking at the engine cradle this way, and this goes this way. Let's get a screw first. What do we need? An EM screw. I love that this is a magnetic screwdriver. That makes that so much easier. All right, so first part we're gonna put in here. Get that screwed in. Like so. Love how this is all heavy metal. Not heavy metal, the music, heavy metal like the material. All right. Let's get that put in after we drop it, of course. Simple. Turn the page. Now we've got the larger pieces, also marked left and right. So this one must go at an Let's see here. Oh, that one goes right there. Okay, so we need screws HM for these ones. HM. Probably should have laid all these screws out to begin with, but we're winging it. All right, I'll grab one of these and get this screwed in place. Still kind of loose. Oh, how about if I put this on the right way? You know, like not backwards. That's why it pays to, you know, look at the instructions. I was trying to put the screw in the wrong way. Come on. Put it in the bottom maybe and see if that works. Oh, that works much better, and it actually stays put. How about that? All right, left, left. Then we'll do the right. So the right one goes on the right side, like so. Alrighty, easy peasy. So next up we need 2 IM screws, which are these long puppies. I'll grab 2 of these. And so let's see, so this goes like this, and it looks like this goes right in here with the screws going right through this side like this. One on that side, and one on that side, maybe. All right, just like that. Get those in place here. Of course, it would help if I, you know, threaded this properly. Come on. There we go. Run that screw all the way in. Let's go ahead and work on this other one. We got one side. This side is being stubborn. There we go. Look at that, we got a control arm in. Awesome. And then, this is an easy one last piece on this kit, and we're done with this one. We'll move on to step 7. So this, we've got to bring back this piece of frame that we got in a previous kit. So it looks like it goes like this, and this piece goes like that. All right, and then we've got 2 screws right here. I think I'd learn to get my screws ready first before putting the part in my hand, but we'll get there. All right, just like that, step 6, or kit number 6, I believe is done. All right, let's move on to number 7. All right, here's number 7. Let's see. There's a lot of information in here. All right, so 7 includes the other, I guess you could say, frame piece, along with a couple other interesting parts here. So let's get those opened. Let's see what we can get ourselves into. Some screws, looks like some kind of a shock. There's a lot of tiny parts in this one, so that'll be fun. There's our other control arm. I think we know how that goes. And finally, our other frame piece, whatever. All right. So first up, let's get our screws over here in order. We've got MM, IM, GM, and EM. All right. Looks like first we need 2 GMs. And 7E is one of these little guys right here. So, start the screw. These are going to be real tiny pieces. And my big fat clumsy fingers are going to have a fun time trying to get this one in, I think. Oh, I think I got it. Let's do the other side here. There we go. Cool. Does that turn? I need to make that a little looser. There we go. All right. And now, oh, this must be, oh, this is the drive shaft. Okay, I see. So that goes in like that, and we need 2 other GM screws. All right, so we're gonna take the drive shaft and the yoke. See if we can get this installed with one, get these both started, and then we'll how cool is that? Look at that. Just like a real steering drive shaft. That's awesome. That is awesome. And then of course we've got our other end piece. And then we will have a nice complete drive shaft, which is awesome. But of course that means one more tiny piece to try and fit in here. I guess it's not too terrible. There we go. There's our complete drive shaft, just like that. All right, let's move on. So now, let's see, it looks like we've got to build a little contraption here using these parts. So let's see how this goes. So it's this piece. The drive shaft goes in like that. This guy goes in like that. So when this turns, that other gear turns, which is pretty neat. All right, so then put that on there. Yeah, look at that. See how it's turning that piece? That's really cool. All right, and then we need 3 EM screws to finish this off. All right. This isn't quite how an actual drive shaft goes in the real Trans Am, but obviously they had to... Oh, this must be... I wonder if this is like the steering box. Obviously they have to take some liberties with how these pieces are translated from a full car to a model kit. All right, now we need 2 screws. MM. All right, so this is our other frame rail. I believe this... Let's see how this goes in. I think it just slides in like this. Okay. One more screw here. Just like that. And there we go. Actually, I'm going to tighten those up just a hair. There we go. So now we've got our drive shaft. Okay, so we got that in, and then let's see here. Oh yeah, that is the steering gearbox, I see. Oh, so this is not the drive shaft. This is the steering. I think this is the steering column. Yeah, see, this is what's going to connect, I think, the steering wheel to the wheel. Okay, anyways. All right, we need one more EM screw, it's telling me. And where does this go? Right here. Just to kind of secure it in place so we don't lose the steering box during any rogue turbo boosts. There. All right. And finally, we're going to go back to our engine cradle. We're going to install the other control arm here. So we need 2 IMs. So let's get our IMs here. There's 1 and 2 and 3. We'll put one back there. Same deal as last time. See that slid in here. Come on. There we go. There's one. Let's get this other one in. There we go. All right, and just like that, that's the end of kit 7. Let's move on to kit number 8. All right, number 8. This one goes through deadly maneuvers, it looks like. And then here we are at the parts list. Another kind of random kit here of pieces, so let's go ahead and get them all out. See what we're working with this time. Looks like we've got a lower control arm here. JM, KM, and more GM screws. Alright, so it starts with our engine cradle upside down, and our parts here. So this goes, it looks like goes right there. So we need some KM screws for, so we're gonna need 4 KM screws. All right. Lots of screws. You gotta really clamp down on these. There we go. So the parts don't move. All right. Coming along. Looks like we get to install a spring and the lower control arm. So to do that, we're going to need, a JM and an IM screw. So we have a spare IM from a previous, so we'll IM and a JM. Alright, so JM is the shorter one. Don't let me forget that. Let's see what we can do here. So I believe that goes there. And then the control arm is going to fit right in here. Like so. Alright, and then according to this, what did I say? JM was the shorter one, and IM. So we're going to come back here. See if we can get this in here. There we go. So we got that started. And then let's start this other one too. There we go. All right. And just like that, our suspension is coming together. That's really, really cool. All right, so now we got that in. We've got to put this piece, I guess just sits in there. And then we got to bring back our wheel. And it looks like I need a KM screw for the wheel. And let's see how this goes. So we have it upside down, like the picture shows. Oh, I see. That turns. So this gets slid in just like that. I need like 12 hands for this part. All right. Ah! Turbocast on the loose. Now where'd my screw go? Oh, right here. Let's try that again. Let's see that in instant replay. Come on. You can do this. Maybe. Maybe if I put it down. I know it's further away from the camera, but let me try this. There we go. Look at that, we've got a wheel attached to an axle. How awesome is that? All right, next page. Oh, another small piece. This is great. All right, so we need KM. We've got another type of yoke here that needs to go in like so. Let's get this installed. Come on. There we go. All right. And finally, yes, one more KM screw. Flip it around. And it looks like that goes in on the top. Yeah. All right, can we do this? Yes, we can. I guess what are our options? There you go. Looks awesome. All right, so that part's done. And finally, we've got these engine cradle braces that need to go on. And that's the last steps on this particular build. So it'd be this one. Looks like it goes in like that. This one like that. There we go. And oh, we're not done yet. We've got to attach it to this, and to do that we need a GM and a KM. So we'll grab a GM screw and a KM. KM is longer. And then we'll grab, so I gotta look here. So this goes, looks like this goes like this. See here, there's two screws here, one here, and this part wants to keep coming out. I believe it'll go like that. So let's take our short. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's just take our long one first. See if we can get this in place, because this is a little difficult here. There we go. All right, so get this started here. Like that. And then let's get this other one started. That in, and we'll get this one started as well. Drive this one in. There we go. It's coming together. It's starting to look like a car. This is cool how you have this suspension in here. That's really neat. Step 9. Good day at White Rock. Pretty good episode. Little information about it here. Alright, so let's get to the actual build. So we are on step 9. What do we have in 9? Well, a couple familiar parts. We got a spring, a control arm. So let's go ahead, get all these pulled out, and see what we're working with here. Some screws. Ah, there's the other brake part or wheel parts. So I would imagine in one of these upcoming issues we're going to have another wheel to put together. Just a guess. Okay, JM, GM, KM, IM, BP. So it looks like for step 1 we're going back to this little guy here. And we're going to get the other spring in, and the lower control arm, right? Yeah, lower control arm. All right, so spring, should know how to do this already, and control arm like that. What do we need? IM, JM, as all my stuff falls out. So here's an IM left over from a previous set. And I think we had a JM in here too. JM. Might as well use up the spares before moving on to the next ones. Alright, so IM's the longest one. So we'll get our screwdriver, and we'll get our IM screw loaded. Alright, spring. And we'll get that in place, and IM goes right here. It's always hard to get it started. I should probably start it before I put all these pieces in place. There we go. It takes a few turns to cut the threads in the one piece, and then it's good to go. So, all right, let's get JM here. We'll get the other one going, then we'll tighten them both down. Let me know in the comments below who out there has ordered and is building this Fanhome model, and who ordered it based on, you know, our first or second video. Just real curious. Let me know in the comments if you're one of those people that I have persuaded to build this set. It's actually really, really cool. All right, we've got another suspension in place. So Now it looks like we're ready for another one of these pins, and then we're ready for this guy right here. So before I do that, let me get a KM screw. KM. And let's see, does it matter? No. There we go. Turn it the same way the picture is, just to make sure we get everything aligned properly, which it looks like we will. But let's get this screw started first. See, I'm learning something here. Let's get it just cut in and then backed out a little. There we go. Now I have one less thing to hold. See how that works? All right, let's put that in there. See if we can get this where it needs to be. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. This piece keeps falling off. Hopefully we can get this piece on soon. All right, set that aside for a moment. We need yet again another KM screw. And we're gonna do this step right here. So we're gonna take this and this, combine them together. Looks like I missed the hole. There we go. Nice satisfying snap. All right, turn the page, and another KM screw. Open up a fresh pack here. All right, KM. So looking at this, so this is going to go the same way that this one went. So let's get this screw started right here. Just a little bit. Oh, that stupid piece keeps falling off. There she be. Ah, yes, and look, we do get to put the other frame rail on. So to do this, we need a KM and a GM. So this is our KM, and our GM is smaller. All right, so this is, I'm sure, going to work the same way as the last. Yeah. Bring this around here. So KM, there we go. So that went like that. Take our KM, let's get it started here. Just a little bit. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All right, so I'm going to pause, and we're going to get our other screw in here. So we can finally get this stupid bracket to stay put. There we go. All right, let's tighten this side up. Beautiful. Our last step is we got to run 2 screws down. You see those 2 openings down inside of the spring cavity? We got to run those down in there. And that kind of ties it all together. Whoever engineered this model is a genius. I mean, it can't be easy. Okay, look at that. It's starting to look like a car. All right, so we set that aside, and then we've just got to build a little bit of the brake parts here. We need 2 BPs. Let's grab 2 BPs here. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. All right. So step 8, we got to take this piece, just do that, easy peasy. Okay, and then lastly, looks like this just goes on like that. And there's our rotor. Okay, so that's the end of step 9. Let's go on to number 10. All right, step 10, just like that. Slam and Sammy Stunt Show Spectacular. Very cool. So it looks like for this set we've got a bunch of suspension parts. So let's get them all unpacked. Got some cables there, or some hoses, something. And a whole bunch of tiny pieces. That's great. You can tell this is going to be a fun one when they include tweezers. And suspension parts. Oops, they're inside of this vacuum-formed cocoon. There we go. Okay, here we go. Step one. Step one. What do we need? GM screws. GM screws right here. 2 GM screws. 1, 2, and I believe that is this guy right here. And yeah, so this goes right on top like that. Okay, good to go. So, there are screws here. Oh, that doesn't even need... Some of them you have to cut the threads in, some of them you don't. Down, tighten down. Not sure how tight to make these. Obviously you want these suspension pieces to turn. Alrighty. Next, it's the tie rods, also made out of metal. LM. Where's our L's? LM, here we go. So many different size screws, jeez. I guess that's needed. Alright, so for the tie rods, looks like they go on the outside and then the screw comes in from the back. Like so. And then that faces down. Like that. One. And 2. Okay. Oh, and we get to attach it to this. So we need a GM and a DM. So let's get a GM screw. 1 GM screw. And then we have a spare DM screw from an earlier. Alright. So. This must go this way. Yes. So there's a lot of parts, a lot of pieces that need connected here. Although, I just realized this is L and this is R, and naturally, as the way things seem to go, I have them on the wrong side. Which I suppose should not surprise me in the slightest. So bear with me, we'll just do this real quick, get this where it needs to be. Okay. That's wonderful. And again, let's get it started. There we go. Back in business. Maybe. Okay. Let's see here. Oh no, that's right. Okay, so yes. All right, we are in business. So now to figure out which screw was which. So this is DM, goes on this side. Okay. It goes in like that. And then this goes in over here. All right. Oops, this came out. Yeah, so look, turning the steering wheel turns the wheel as intended. Awesome. So we got all that done. So now we got to install some screws in the tie rods to keep them where they need to be. So 2 more DMs. And one over here. There. So we got those screws in down there. So now this is where it needs to be. That's pretty awesome. All right, sway bar. We need 2 BPs. We've got 1 BP left over here, so let's use that so we don't have a whole bunch of empty bags. So there's a BP. And there's a BP. So we need, so we got our sway bar. And then, so this goes down through the top. And then this goes like this, I believe. These are the sway bar end links. You can see why you might need tweezers for this job. Okay. So now let's see where these attach. So like this. The picture is not the clearest. I'm going to say probably on the, no, it would have to go on top. I'm just thinking of a Trans Am. I've changed these sway bar end links before, so they actually go, yeah, that's how it goes. It goes up inside of there like that. So then we need 2 BPs for that. Question is, how can I do this and still show you guys, because this is kind of tricky. Actually, I'm going to do this out of order. Those are the BPs. I'm actually going to put these pieces in first right here. I think that's going to make it a little easier. So let's get our 4 GM screws. These are our sway bar bushings and bracket. I mean, it doesn't actually have a bushing, but and then our other one here, and hopefully this will make it a little easier to get those other screws in. If not, I guess we'll be taking these back out. Okay, now let's see if that makes that easier, harder. The answer is definitely easier. For any of you building this, let's see here. Do this step before you do step 7 before you do step 6. You're welcome. It's a lot easier. Well, at least it was on that one side. Is it going to be over here too? Oh yeah, super easy to do it that way. I don't know why they didn't have it that way to begin with. All right, so we've got our sway bar in. So the last thing is, looks to be an easy step where we're just taking, I don't know if this is, oh, these are brake lines, brake cable lines. And we're just going to feed them on to these posts here. Maybe. Oh, actually I better pay attention because one of them's longer than the other, and there are 3 posts here. So it says 10J is the longest. So that goes over here. Okay, there we go. And now these other 2 go on the other 2 posts. Okay, and then finally the front one. Now I see why they included tweezers. Because, there we go. Alrighty. Oh, my hands are getting raw from all of this. But I think we'll stop there. That's a good stopping place. We got through 10 as well. So we still have a lot of kits here we got to build. So more coming very soon. Hope you guys are enjoying this. We will continue on with our Fanhome 1/8 scale kit build soon. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you later.